patterns that run towards the back. These represent the name Onduparaka Football Club and our origin. As I said, we emanate from nature, and you can see the green, the leaves are on the sleeves, and also right on the back that represents the name and where we derive this name from. The pattern, if you look at it from a distance, is the Kitenge pattern. We come from West Nile, and that is a cultural wear that cuts across all the districts of West Nile. You will find on most of our cultural occasions, or when we are commemorating very important days, our forefathers would wear the Kitenge. And we thought we'd pay tribute to their geographical positioning. And this year, we want to pay tribute to all of these fans and supporters. The caterpillar that sits right on the chest is our gift to our fans, the caterpillars. We want to thank them.
But yes, I am. To start with, Ababet is a company that has grown here, has been nurtured here, and we've been here for quite some time. We believe in humbleness. We believe in humble. We started as a humble company, started as humble people, young and very ambitious. And at this point, we have come to a point where we feel like we need to grow and take this pride in being a part of the Onduparaka family. That's why we come all the way to say that Onduparaka, you can count on Ababet for all the support that we can afford, and we promise that this will go on as long as we are industry in Uganda. This is a small check that Ababet has offered Onduparaka to start with, and we believe that with time things will get better. We want to appreciate the team, the Onduparaka team, and we want to pray that they accept this small offer that we are giving them today as a beginning and the start of this journey that we are starting today.
Ladies and gentlemen, Onduparaka FC, proudly sponsored by Ababet Uganda. So, I think Desire, you can take that chip. Thank you. What we'd like to do is, Mercy, to have Prince and maybe the CEO of Onduparaka just sit there and we do a quick Q&A for the media. So can we kindly call upon the CEO of Onduparaka? I think maybe we can just move the chairs into the front there so that everybody is captured. Yeah. Questions? Or can we say that the launch was awesome? No, there are no questions. Yes, come and get the microphone, walk to the front, fire your question. Just look here.
Michael Suka is my name.
Just to the side so you don't block the CEO. Yeah, perfect.
Michael Suka is my name of the division. I'd like to know how long this partnership is.
Okay. Any other questions? So,
David D. Saturday. It's my name. I work for all sports. My question will go to either Mercy or Edward.
Prince. His name is Prince.
Chris.
Yes.
Onduparaka is known for the passionate fans. Do you have a very special package for the fans across the country? They have told us the fans in the diaspora as well.
Okay, any other questions?
My name is Ben Kawaya, I write for the Sports Nation. Congratulations, Mercy. To Prince, what's the breakdown of this package? This is
Any other questions? So that we can answer all of them at once? Okay, great. I think we can fire away.
Thank you very much. I'll just start with my first question about our partnership is boundless. Although we are beginning this partnership with a 3-year relationship of mutual benefit for both also be the length for now that the stadium will remain Ababet Green Light Stadium. And then the second question was about the funds and the involvement. Definitely, as I had rightly mentioned, our funds have always been part and parcel of every partnership that we get. And actually, we get these partnerships because of them. So together with Ababet, we have already partnered, for example, with local radio stations within and outside of West Nile, where we are developing programs that will particularly target the funds and that will directly benefit them. As you know, because of COVID-19, we cannot have funds in the stadium, so most of our funds will have to be engaged digitally or through different forms of media. So we have already developed programs that will facilitate funds engagement even if they cannot be at the stadium, but also to ensure that they have direct benefits from this partnership. Also, just to emphasize, we have an understanding of capacity building with Ababet. Ababet is holding our hands to grow and also strengthening our capacity in marketing and fundraising as well. So they will also be supporting a lot of branding and marketing work within the club. So very soon you could be able to see some improvements in our facilities as we go along. Perhaps by the time we are 3 years into this relationship, the outcomes of our partnership will be even more visible than they are now. Also, the last question that was asked about what happened with when we were approached to fix a game. I want to make it very clear that the reason we chose Ababet is because of shared values. First of all, the fact that they are founded on principles of God, which we are founded on, but also integrity of the game. The reason that we rejected that money, even at a time when we needed money very desperately as a club, is because it did not resonate with our values. Being a betting company does not in any way relate to match fixing. The people that approached us to fix a game, we do not know if they came from a betting company, we do not know their backgrounds, because as you know, people that fix games are enemies of football, and most times their background may not even be football related. They could be doing it for selfish reasons. So us rejecting that offer was even without knowing where these people were from. But it does not in any way resonate with match fixing. We will still maintain our values as a club, and we've made also that very clear with Ababet. Those are discussions we had before we decided to partner. We want to play football with integrity, with transparency, and honor the principles of football that are widely accepted across the world. You can be sure that Onduparaka will stand on the same principles it has always stood on, as you've watched our journey from the time we came into the league up to now, without controversy related to any practices such as match fixing in football. Thank you.
About our relationship with the supporters. As Ababet, we are a very passionate team. We believe in supporting everybody that supports us. And as I believe that with this partnership, it will be only natural that as supporters support Onduparaka, Ababet, we are one of the easiest, if not the easiest, betting company in Uganda. We have the best online, we have the best mobile betting platforms in Uganda. Now, with that, we want to start using that as one of the things that we do.
In our offices in Arua, at cafeteria building at 50,000 shillings. Also in Kampala, we have an outlet at Sokanet in Mabirizi Plaza, but we also do deliveries. The sales personnel are here. We have Sharon, whose number is published on our official social media platforms. You can always call. If you cannot make it to our outlets, you will have a delivery done. So from this minute now, the jerseys are out on the market for sale.
A shop dedicated to Ababet, where you can buy all these jerseys from.
The white one.
Can we get a white one?
Sponsor come in the middle.
We know these things. Yes. But it's a balance. We're balancing the boat. Master, hold that one. Hold that. Can you return that one? No, you're okay. All right. Right. Smile for the camera. This is going to be in the New York Times. BBC. Please go and pick up your, if you're a member of the press corps, go and pick up members of. All right, members of the press corps, please pick up your t-shirts.
Okay, my name is Onduparaka Grace. We're very honored and excited to have ABBA-Bet on board as the lead sponsor of Onduparaka Football Club. It's been 2 years since we last had lead sponsor on the front of our shirts. So this sponsorship means everything to us, because one of the struggles that clubs, especially from the grassroots, face is financial challenges. So for us to be able to have a lead sponsor that is going to enhance our finances is very important for us, because it's motivation for the players, but it's also a motivation for us as management to invest in the development of the club and to sustain it in the top flight. This also, again, motivates us to accelerate our performance, especially now that we are going into the 2020-2021 season. We've done quite well so far, but now there's a huge task for us to ensure that we start on a high note and that we maintain our performance amongst the competitive teams in the league for this season in order to have value for the sponsors that have come on board for the club. One of the reasons why we so blue about match fixing is because as a club we have values that we uphold, and in terms of integrity we felt that offer, even when it came at a time when we were desperate for finances as a club, was against our values. So we whistle blue. We worked together with FUFA and the committees set in place who did the investigations. We tendered our evidence and made it very clear to the world that match fixing is not in the spirit of football, and therefore will not be associated with it. And I want to say, even before ABBA-Bet came on board, before we went into the 2-year break without a lead sponsor, we had partnered with a betting company, and there was never a time that there was any allegation of match fixing or our players and staff compromising the integrity in terms of the game of football. And I can assure both the public and members of the press that betting companies do not necessarily promote match fixing. They rely on prediction. World over, we know betting companies work with even the mainstream league in Europe, in other parts of the world as well. So our partnership with them has nothing to do with the Uganda Premier League. It's more of investment in development, just like other partners are doing within the same league we're playing in.
Is the 625 million in cash or is some portion of it in the account? Can you
The 625 million definitely is in cash, but also there is a portion of our partnership which is not cashed, which is in terms of kind and development of the club. So most of it is going to go into the infrastructural works at the stadium, but also building capacity of our staff and our players in the football fraternity.
Maybe lastly from me, the league is back. We've seen you sign like 10 players. What do you think the sponsors and the fans are out there?
Part of the reason that we have signed players is because the 5 games that we played in December, where we completed with 8 points, just 4 points below table leaders, was because we felt we wanted to test the team that we have. If you look at the current composition of our team, you realize that majority of the people on that squad are new players. Most of them are from the lower league, and that's because we also want to promote grassroots football and give opportunity for players in the grassroots to be seen and to be able to play professionally at this level. Now we identified gaps in the squad, given the 5 games that we played, where we drew 2, won 2 and lost 1, and we decided to reinforce the team to enhance our performance in the next round. Definitely, all we're working towards is to bring ourselves back first in terms of performance. And part of performance is motivating the players, making sure they're mentally okay, and also that their well-being is well catered for, so that they're motivated to play on the pitch. Not to say that football is entirely about money. Our journey to the Premier League, we did not have any sponsors or any money, yet these boys fought and put us on the arena of sports. So we believe money is just a motivation, one of the motivating factors for our team. We want to promise our sponsors, our players, and also our fans and other stakeholders that we're going to do our very best to ensure that we are among the top clubs competing in this current round, and we want to be better than we were last season and the seasons that were in the past.
Nga ABBA-Bet banga lye tumaze mu ggwanga lino tukizudde nga tiimu Onduparaka ye tiimu gye tuyinza okukolagana nayo. Ffe nga Ababet tukkiririza mu kubeera abantu tukolagana nnyo n'omuntu owa wansi. Onduparaka y'emu ku tiimu ezaavaayo okubanga zireeta amanya agange bambita Kangume Prince Picton, nze PR era marketing ne communications manager wa Ababet Uganda. Ababet Uganda emaze emyaka kati ligenda 6 mu Uganda, naye nga abantu abasinga ndoza bayinza okuba tebagimanyi oba olyawo, naye nga mu ngeri eyo Ababet ye kampuni esobodde okukolagana n'ebitongole ebyenjawulo naye nga tukolera wansi kubanga tukkiririza nnyo mu kubeera hambo. Okubeera hambo kwe kubanga kibaita okwemulisa, tetwemulisa nnyo naye nga tukkiririza mu kukola n'amaanyi ate tukkiririza mu kutuukiriza ebirooto by'abantu era birooto bingi by'abantu bye tutuukiriza. Tusponsoriza amasomero, ttiimu z'amasomero, tusponsoriza ttiimu ku byalo, tusponsoriza training teams nnyingi nnyo, ne tusponsoringa n'ebintu ebingi ebikwatagana n'ebyemizannyo. Omulamwa gwaffe kulaba ng'ekiri ebintu by'emizannyo mu Uganda tubikola ki? Tubiteeka ku mutindo ogw'ensi yonna. Era mu ekyo tutandise n'Onduparaka nga tuyita mu sponsorship eno gye tukoze okulaba nga tusitula omutindo gw'ebyemizannyo mu Uganda yonna, so si Onduparaka yokka. Ensonga lwaki tulonzeeyo Onduparaka okutandika nayo nti Onduparaka ye ttiimu eyeefaananyiriza n'ebyo bye tugoberera ffe nga Ababet. Ekisookera ddala tukkiririza mu bumu. Onduparaka ekifaananyi ekyo kiraze obumu bwekuumye n'abantu baayo okuviira ddala bwe yatandika okuzannya mu Premier League nti abawagizi n'ettiimu babadde n'omwoyo gwe gumu era ensonga ogenda okyetegeeza nti ne bbaaji yaabwe ebimu ku birimu lwabawagizi n'abazannyi badde bakkiririzaamu. N'ekirala nti Onduparaka ye ttiimu eyagezaako okukyusa ekifaananyi ky'ebyemizannyo mu Uganda okuva lwe yajja ku katale neteekawo enzikiriza ey'omwoyo nti ekintu kyonna oba okyagala osobola okituukiriza. Era y'ensonga lwaki ffe Ababet tusazeewo okukolagana ne Onduparaka mu ngeri gye tusobola yonna okulaba nga tugituusa wetuuka. Ssente okugabira okuwa omuntu ssente tekyetaagisa kuba na ssente wabula kyetaaga kuba na mutima mugabi. Ssente tujagala tulina nnyingi nnyo naye omutima gwe tulina gwagaliza era twagaliza Onduparaka era ebirungi byonna Onduparaka ejja bifuna nga tutandise n'Onduparaka mu ngeri eyo tujja kukwatana ne ku ttiimu endala n'ebyemizannyo ebirala okulaba nga tukola ekisoboka kyonna okubituusa ku mutindo gw'ensi yonna. Tukkiriza nti si egenda okuba enkomerero, tukkiriza nti tujja kwongera okukolagana kasita tulwa nti Onduparaka eyongera okufunamu, eggwanga lyongera okufunamu mu byemizannyo. Enkolagana yaffe teriiko kkomo naye nga tutandise na myaka 3. Onduparaka, not to detach ourselves so much from Onduparaka, we have almost the same story. We've started humble and we've grown humble, but with one thing that we have always believed in. We believe in working together with the community. Onduparaka has come out to show that you can actually work with the community and get to where you want to go. It is also believed that, like you had seen on our videos, the videos that were showing relating Ababet and Onduparaka, it is believed that if you want to walk fast, you walk alone, but if you want to walk far, you walk together. So together with Onduparaka, we want to start this journey and see where it will lead us. However, we believe that with this partnership, it is going to also build the sports industry in Uganda and make it even much better than where it is now.